Alex.
Hey, Andrew.
What's this?
This is Brains on the Outside.
Holy crap. What's Brains on the Outside?
Brains on the Outside is a creative, wonderful, ridiculous business ideas podcast.
You always say it's creative and ridiculous and funny, but every week I come here sincerely hoping to pitch the next Facebook, and everyone just laughs at me. So,
Okay, go on.
It's just Facebook too, isn't it?
Oh, why don't you choose a different body part? Handbook. Foot book.
That really changes it. Foot book.
Butt book. Kidneys book.
I like how you got internal. You're delving inside the person.
Heart book.
Heart book. That's quite nice, actually. Only nice things.
Yeah. I think that's actually lovely.
Yeah.
Maybe we could have a series of books all for the different body parts.
So on Facebook, you can only talk about your face. On handbook, you can talk about your hands. And foot book.
Spleen book is about your what's it called?
Explain.
No. What does your spleen do? Immune system. Yeah. This is the type of premium content that people listen to this podcast for, Andrew.
So every week we come up with ridiculous business ideas, like spleen book apparently.
Spleen book, yeah.
I like foot book.
Yeah.
Holy shit, it's all come together because I believe I can see in front of you a lot of ideas for a company that you want to form.
Yeah.
Do you want to take it away?
Okay. So recently I was having a discussion with a very successful and very smart marketing person from a successful shoe company. They make sneakers, fancy trainers.
Right?
And in the process of talking to him, I was talking about all the different kinds of shoes and sneakers and trainers that there were in the world. Mm-hmm. And he mentioned that he'd recently had a conversation with a creative ideator.
Ew.
Yeah. Fancy job title. And in the back of my head, I immediately thought, we could do that.
Yeah, what's stopping us creatively ideating the future of shoes? Shoe 2.
Shoe 2.
Shoe 2, yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So I sat down and I creatively ideated.
So this...
And I came up with a bunch of ideas for shoes.
This list is all your... Because there's a lot of shoe ideas in here.
There's a lot of shoe ideas here, Andrew.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, I've done this and I'm committing this to the medium of podcast. Yeah. So that if he goes away and uses any of these ideas, we have it on tape that these were our ideas. So we definitely get paid for them.
I'm glad you said that. This comes up when I tell people about the show a lot. People are always like, oh, you come up with these business ideas. What if someone steals them? And the problem we had is in episode 1, we said all these ideas are public domain. So it's good that we've gone back and fixed our mistake. From this point on, we're going to come after you if you take these ideas.
So, I've got a lot of ideas for shoes.
Right. Let's hear them.
I'm just going to start at the top. All right. So we have shoes that make you taller, high heels.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Classic.
Shoes that make you shorter.
How okay, how does, in my head, they have like drills and things, so they're burrowing into the ground at all times.
Yeah, there's a few difficult side effects of this.
Yep.
Yeah, you make a lot of mess, and it's quite slow to walk, because you have to, each step, you have to drill into the ground by a foot. Well,
this is actually a really good way to get really fit.
Yeah.
Because you constantly have to be moving, or you get sucked into the hot, molten core of our planet.
That's totally true. I'd also thought about shoes that have like really sticky soles, exactly for that reason as well. So you really have to work hard to get your foot off the floor.
That's good as well for if you're a cleaner.
Yeah.
You're cleaning up the floor as you go.
Cleaning the floor as you go. Yep. Exactly, yeah. So, it's a mixed bag if you're out and about, but if you're pacing, if you're a nervous pacer like I am, and when you're up a height, you're walking backwards and forwards across this floor, you're just walking back with the sticky shoes, walks backwards and forwards with the sticky shoes, and you're getting a workout, man. It's going to be good for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I prefer shoes that make you shorter over sticky shoes, but I do like this. These are healthy, beneficial things for you.
Yeah,
I like
that's
that.
Good. So, fashion is all about your own personal brand.
Yep.
Okay, so
of course we know that we're very fashionable here at Brains on the Outside.
Extremely fashionable. We often wear clothes that define who we are, like we're defined by our personal brand, I believe.
I mean, we do wear our Brains on the Outside hoodie quite a lot.
We do. So what if you had shoes that had a heating element on the bottom and they branded either your name or your logo into every carpet that you walked on?
Okay. is there a risk here of fire? You have a rubber sole with a heating element in it pressing against carpet.
Yeah.
Is there any worries there?
Maybe, but if you do set fire to a building, everyone is going to remember you and your personal brand is going to go through the roof.
So you're not guaranteeing your personal brand is going to increase in value. It's going to increase in value, but not in a good way. We're not guaranteeing good press.
Yeah.
We're guaranteeing any press.
I mean, most of the time it's going to be fine. You're just going to leave a big Andrew written on the floor or a Brainsley branded into the floor of every restaurant, shop, office block, school, everything that you want, every
treadmill,
everything you walk on is going to end up branded up.
Yep.
Sometimes there's a small risk of fire, whatever.
Well, so walking, this has been a personal philosophy of mine for a while. I say it on the show the whole time, but walking is it's become too safe.
Yeah.
Government stepped in, put all these regulations in. The walking is not got the same thrill as it used to anymore. So having the chance to spontaneously combust into flames as you're just walking through a park, that I think that makes it more exciting. Also great if you get into a fight and you need to kick someone really hard.
Oh yeah.
Remember that guy who threw a shoe at George Bush? And you're really differently. There's a heating element in there.
Now, there is a problem with that because you do immediately brand them with your name. So it's very clear who threw the shoe.
Yeah.
Or who kicked the person. But, in a Wild West situation, if you ever have a Back to the Future 3 Wild West situation, you've automatically got a brand there. You just kick a cow, it's yours now.
Huh. In this universe that you've created, it's not just you're going to become a cowboy, it's you're first going to go on 2 other adventures and you travel through space and time, and then eventually you'll get stuck. Would it work even if it's a normal cowboy, or is it specifically in a Back to the Future situation?
I don't know that they brand cows anymore in the same way, so, But yeah, I mean, if they do, then you just travel to the Wild West and kick a cow and it's yours.
So I think we've gone... This is quite a violent one. What's next? Do we have other ones to benefit society?
So you mentioned the safety of walking.
Yep.
All right. One of the worst things that is possible to do as a human being is to stub your toe.
Oh, that sucked, man.
My mother once stubbed her toe so hard that she passed out.
What?
Yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah.
Like on the side of just on a normal thing, or was it?
I don't know what it was on. I just know the story of
so
she
bad.
Stubbed her toe so hard that she passed out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'll ask her next time I see her.
Yeah. Shoe airbags.
Oh.
To prevent that from happening. It, you got a little sensor on the front. It detects you're about to smash your foot off something and it's like boom, and an airbag goes off, protects your toe.
This is a really interesting space, actually. It's a real problem. People are passing out all over the world every day, every hour because they're stubbing their toes and things. Airbag's a great idea. What if it was the other way? The best defense is a very strong offense. So it's like the extension of a steel toe cap boot.
Oh, right.
It's like it has got knives on it. It's got like a little circular saw on it. It's kind of like one of the robots from Robot Wars. So if you kick something, you're going all the way through it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You accidentally kick the side of like a door frame, that door frame's done.
Oh, yeah, you just have like a flamethrower on the front of your shoe or a laser gate or it's like a lightsaber shoe toe cap.
Yep.
You kick anything. Ooh. Yeah, but that brings with it another problem. I guess it's not a problem for the person who's wearing the shoe because it makes it better for them, but standing on your foot means you lose a limb in that situation. It does protect your own toes, though, which is pretty good.
I mean, I think, with all these things, the user has to accept some risk.
Yeah, it's true. So sometimes when I'm sitting at home, maybe I'm playing Xbox, I'm watching TV.
Right.
All right. And I have an AV amp and I have my Xbox underneath the TV.
Yeah.
And when it's time to finish, I'll be too lazy to bend over and turn it off. So I turn it off with my toe.
Oh, yeah.
But in that situation, I have to get up from the sofa and walk across the carpet and tap it with my foot to turn it off. That feels like a lot of effort.
Okay.
So shoes with one really long toe on the front. You already get shoes with toes, those horrible Vibram things.
Yep.
But this has just got one really long big toe, so you can turn things off from a long way away, including potential mates.
So the design of this, is it like those shoes that have toes?
Yeah.
but there's one incredible. Is it the big toe or is it the little toe? Or is
It's the big one, yeah.
The big one.
You got to have that. You got to have that like maneuverability of the big toe, and the
How maneuverable is it? Because your big toe, when you wiggle it, I mean, I'm not like I can't imagine how you're going to get like mobility at the end of this 7-foot long pole. Does it come with like? I think it'd be cool if it could Bluetooth into your phone.
Yeah.
And there's an app on your phone where there's remote control.
Yeah.
And you can control it like how a monkey can move its tail.
His tail.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. And once Elon's stuck chips in all our brains,
Yeah.
prehensile toe. Perfect.
Is there? Hold on. Is there a toe already? I guess this toe maybe is kind of prehensile, but this is toe 2.
Toe 2.
It's longer. It's better.
Yeah.
You tweet a lot about this in Toe Book. People are going to go wild for it.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to imagine like that's great. You imagine you're cooking. Mm-hmm. You're standing by the oven and you need to open the fridge. Well, prehensile toe can go over your shoulder.
Yeah.
Open the fridge. Yeah, this is great.
It's good. It's good. I think it's good. And you can curl it up when you're not using it. It's going to be good. The only real danger with it is the same as the danger with regular shoes is but much, much worse. You now have a much bigger toe to stub.
That's literally what I was thinking. But I guess means now this sort of, because we invented the long toe.
Yeah.
When long toe comes out, then long super steel toe cap boot has to come out.
Yeah.
I imagine it's like a really long thimble. You just slide it on. You buy the normal boot and then you slide on this really, really long metal case.
Yeah, exactly. Or long airbag.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty good. Shoes that have soles made out of coconut, so it sounds like you're a horse.
Wow, that's actually pretty good, that one. It kind of makes kind of a bit of whimsy everywhere you go.
Yeah.
There's also this kind of fun thing. People be looking around like, oh shit, where's the horse at? You're like, I've arrived.
Well, and equally, shoes made out of lots of smaller shoes, so it sounds like you're lots of smaller people when you walk.
I sometimes like, you can start recognizing people like by the way they walk. So there's a lot of fun here about being like, oh, I want to sound like my friend James when I walk. So I can buy James shoes.
Yeah.
I can buy other people's like audio persona shoes. When I'm walking around, it sounds like I'm somebody else.
And I guess the way that we would make that work, because obviously it's related to how James walks, you'd record James and then you'd have shoes that are silent and you'd play the sound of walking when you were walking from the shoes with a little speaker like they do with the cars, with electric cars.
Yes.
They don't make any noise, yeah.
So that's interesting. It's very advanced. It's very good for sneaking into places.
Yeah.
Like, I want to sound like the king when I walk, and now I can break into the Bucky P.
Yeah.
That's good.
Bucky P. Shoes these days often have what's called the built-in sock. I don't really, not being a trendy person, I don't really understand what that is, but shoes often come with the sock built into the shoe.
I don't understand how that's not just a shoe, but okay.
These you sock in there as well, yeah.
Okay. Can you detach the sock? Can you wash it? Or do you have one very manky permanent sock?
I don't know. I don't really understand.
Ah.
But if you can put a sock in a shoe, what else can you put in a shoe? Full trousers? Pants.
You own one thing.
Yeah.
And it's the long shoe.
The long shoe goes all the way up.
And you just slide into your shoe and that's it.
Yeah.
Your shoe all the way up, right past your nipples. That's all you have to wear.
Yeah, exactly. So I think, because you think about, you get knee-high boots.
Yep.
Why not all the way up high boots? And it just looks like trousers. Like the bottom of it looks like trousers.
It's perfectly transitions from shoe to trouser.
It's all one thing. Yeah.
People wear some pretty interesting things out on the catwalk. I don't see why one outfit, the ultra shoe, can't be the future. Now we've and there's more to go, and I want to hear them all. But out of all these, which one do you think the creative ideator that your friend was talking to? Which one do you think he'd like the most?
I think maybe shoes that sound like a whole group of people, maybe. But also potentially, I think the shoes that brand your logo into any carpet.
That's good.
I think that's really disruptive.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
You're obviously big in the shoe space and the shoe game, but I have come up with an idea as well.
Okay.
Like, you know when there's happens with people, they slip things.
Okay.
It would be nice if your shoe had a little basket in the front of it, so you could catch it.
Yeah.
I think that's my one.
Shoe basket.
Shoe basket.
I like that. That's good.
It's also you're in Tesco. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I walk into Tesco and I get pretty far through Tesco and I'm like, ah, shit, I need a basket.
Man.
I've got 4 things in my hands. I want to buy something else. I wish I had a basket. Well, now you have 2 baskets in your shoes.
That's such a good idea.
Catching things. Yeah.
Just general storage.
General storage.
But yeah, you go in somewhere fancy, put some fruit in there.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, because there is nothing in the world that's fancier than one of those hats that's made out of fruit.
Yeah, that is the peak.
Peak of fancy. And shoes with the fruit basket on the front. 1, it's fancy, and 2, it's so fucking generous.
Yeah.
Do you want an apple? Here's one.
Yeah. In that situation, you imagine you're kicking it up to them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I lift my foot up gently.
Gently.
Yeah. Or I put my foot on the table on the desk next to them, like an 80s person on the phone.
Have my apple, yeah.
Boom. There you go. Yeah. So there you go. That's pretty good.
I think Heelys, they're pretty cool.
Heelys are really cool.
But what if there were other things as well? Heelys, but you could click your foot and then you'd be able to ice skate. Good in combat. Good in winter.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, that's like is it in Dr. No when they have a knife in the toe of the boot?
Oh, shit. Yes. So you said Dr. No. My first thought was, which Austin Powers movie is that? No, it's the other guy.
Yeah. I think it's Hair Club in Austin Powers who has the toe thing. But you could put anything like, if you think about being able to click your heel and a knife comes out, what if you could click your heel and a toothbrush came out?
And then, when you're traveling, sometimes you forget your toothbrush.
Yeah. And then you go to kick someone in the face and it's like, actually, you're just brushing your teeth.
What if you could click your heel? This is kind of the Heelys idea again. You click your heel and just gallons and gallons of Vaseline and lube comes out.
Yeah.
So you can slide everywhere.
Slide everywhere.
This does require you to, at all times, be wearing a backpack full of lubricant.
Yeah.
Because you're going to need more than a soul's worth of lubricant. You're going to need literally gallons because you're planning to slide for a while.
Yeah, that's really nice. Greasy shoes. Super greasy shoes.
Greasy shoes.
Yeah.
Shoes that when you buy them, they already look disgusting and they smell terrible.
Yeah.
So it never they never degrade, you know what I mean? Like over time your shoes
they're already bad. Yeah.
They're already bad, yeah.
Yeah, you don't have that, I've got brand new white trainers, I don't want to walk in the mud feeling.
Because they're already caked in literal dog shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about Heelys.
Yeah.
Wheels on the bottom. What if you just had shoes that were tiny Boston Dynamics robot dogs?
Ooh.
One for each foot.
That's got an interesting audioscape as well.
Yeah.
What if your shoe had a tiny little internal combustion engine on it? And you had 2 cars.
Oh.
And in each you'd have little controllers in your hand with 2 little wheels on it. So you control both the steerings of both your feet.
Oh.
Yeah.
That feels like a good way to rip yourself into.
Again, you'd have to pass a license.
They've got to pass a driving test.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Okay, so I distracted you from your great list.
No, it's fine. No, it's good. It's good. A shoe has a flat bit at the front, right, where your toes are.
Yeah.
What if we turn that into a tiny stage?
Oh. And your toes are like little actors on that stage?
No, you just have a shoe and then you could just put like a performing mouse.
I see.
On the stage.
Not inside the shoe, but on top of your shoe.
On top of the shoe.
Right,
on top of the front of the shoe, yeah.
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 Excellent. So like did the plate so in Bug's Life there's the ants that go traveling to do the search. That's the sort of place they perform.
Exactly. And then maybe as technology advances and we get like the hologram technology shrinks down, you could have a little tiny 2-pack dancing on the front of your shoe.
That
all times.
It sounds like it's offensive, but I'm not quite sure why. Like Modern ethics hasn't caught up to the should you holograph a deceased person and put them on your shoe yet? But
Yeah.
I'll save that for the big wigs in Washington to
Yeah,
figure out.
we'll leave the ethicists to work that out. We need one of those. Ashmatic and figure that out, right? We have high heels.
Yeah.
What about high toes?
As in the ball of your foot's touching the ground.
Yeah.
And your toes are
really
like
high up.
5. Okay, yeah. That sounds wildly impractical.
Well, I think because your foot doesn't bend that way, it actually means that you're constantly reclining. So we actually have to put a wheel under the back of your neck on a stick. So you're kind of like laid back or laid back.
I mean, I guess a lot of yoga positions aren't natural, but we still do them.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Shoes that, you know how a horses walk on the tips of their toes,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Shoes that make you walk on the tips of your toes.
Like a ballerina all the time.
Yeah. But that makes them really long. So your legs will bend like a horse's legs now.
Have you done market research? Do you feel people want this?
Well, everyone would be taller by at least a foot.
Okay.
Yeah. And
You can't stub your toe really anymore because they're pointing a different way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, the soles of your feet are not going to get dry anymore because they're not the bit walking on the floor.
No.
You know,
Yeah,
so
that's
they're not going
true.
to get worn and dry. It's they're going to be nice and soft.
Your shoes will probably be cheaper because there's less surface area.
Yeah, that you wear through them less often. It's going to really fuck up the sports hall floor because you're obviously walking on a much smaller point.
Well, you're thinking of that in the bad way, which is fuck up the sports hall floor. I'm thinking of it as it's giving the sports hall floor installers a whole new lease of life. They need to go back to every sports hall in the country.
Yeah.
I mean, that's great for the economy.
Keep replacing those sports hall floors as more and more holes get put in them. Yeah, exactly. My last one here is in the magazine that gets delivered in the Telegraph that sells you like gadgets and stuff.
Okay.
You sometimes get the one big slipper. Do you know about the one big slipper?
Both your feet go in one thing and you're like a sleepy mermaid.
Exactly, yeah. And you just leave it next to where you usually sit, and then you walk around in your stocking feet or you're in your shoes, and you just pull your feet out of your shoes and put them into the one big slipper, and they're both in one giant slipper. Mm-hmm. That, but like it's a brogue for work.
Oh,
one big brogue.
You get to your desk at work,
and
you slip into the mono brogue, and you start crunching the numbers. You start
doing the business,
doing the deals.
Yeah, you go out to the black tie dinner. You walk up to the table, slip your feet out of your slippers because you got to wear your slippers all the time now, and slip them into the dress shoes.
It's such a. It's like a weird thing I would imagine probably happens at some weird Oxford University secret society. There's purpose-made shoes for each event.
Shoe.
Sorry. Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, when it'll take some time. It's a huge paradigm shift for me going from shoes to shoe.
Yeah,
but I'll get there.
Yeah, that's true.
That was excellent.
That was all my shoe ideas. Got any thoughts?
I think some of them are real goers.
Mm-hmm.
I think lots of little shoes on it. That's good. I think all the variations on Heelys, excellent. I like the idea of making you really, really, really tall.
Yeah.
Because I could see that. These are things I could actually kind of close my eyes and imagine being on TikTok. And I think being shorter.
I really like being shorter because there is also this benefit of like, if your drill shoes dig up something good, you've just like, it's a passive income. Passively dug up a diamond.
You struck oil.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's yours.
I mean, and you have to.
Yeah.
That really has to happen because you are in constant lawsuits with Tesco, with Game, with the Waitrose down the road, with your work, because you're fucking ruining every surface you touch.
Yeah.
If we have a listener, Alex, who has their own ideas for how to develop shoes in the future.
Oh, I would love that.
We've basically nailed shoe 2.
Yeah.
What is shoe 3?
Yeah.
They know what shoe 3 is. How should they tell us about it?
Well, Andrew, they should send us an email on brainsontheoutside@gmail.com.
And last week, we heard from Henry. He had a great business idea. And we're going to send them a whole bunch of merch. So if you send us your shoe idea, we'll send you merch.
We'll send you some merch.
Lovely, lovely merch.
Yeah. We'll send you some stickers that you can get turned into a brand that you can attach to the bottom of your shoe.
That would actually be sick.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
It'd be so good. There's also a benefit of that. Of like, if you're hungry and you want a toasted sandwich, you just like press your feet together.
You'd be
a piece of bread in the
middle.
middle.
You'd be a real menace in a bakery, ruining all their bread.
You'd just be a menace, full stop. Actually.
Is there
in a constant cloud of smoke as well as everything under you is melting. So you'd be super fucking mysterious, but you'd smell like burnt flooring.
What else can listeners do for us?
The absolute best thing, the most wonderful thing that you could possibly do is actually leave us a beautiful rating on Apple Music podcasts thing or Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcasts. Give us a star, give us 5 stars, give us whatever you want. But it hugely helps with other people listening and hearing about the show.
And especially telling your friends to listen.
Please tell your
Bullying your friends, making them listen, stealing their phone and downloading every episode. That'd be great.
Like 150 people listen to this every week, and that's way more people than Andrew and I know or care about.
So I think maybe the call to action should be direct, Alex. Maybe it needs to be, what you should do right now, listeners, text your dad.
Yeah.
Your dad.
Yeah.
That's the victim this week. And just tell them to listen to the show.
Or unless you know someone who works in the shoe industry.
Oh, God, yes. Yeah.
Text them, get them to listen to this specific episode.
I have one final business idea.
Okay.
So you know how there's laugh tracks for comedy movies? Mm-hmm. Why isn't there screaming horror tracks for horror movies?
Okay. That was weird. That was a weird okay. Keep your brain on the outside, Andrew.
Keep your brain on the outside.
Fucking A.